果てなき夢求めるしるべなき世界で 重なる想い心突き刺す
Okay, so now I have to discuss to what degree of autonomy and or independence did I achieve in the book club process. Well, first let's define autonomy. It's the quality or state of being self-governing without the constraints of external factors to affect one's morals and ethical actions. And independence is the freedom from control or influence of another or others. Well, after holding the book club on Stone Angel, I now have time to reflect on my learning process. In other words, metacognition, learning about learning. When I first started out, I had read the book and was preparing for the book club with careful analysis of my chapter in particular. I needed something to talk about, particularly identifying themes that related to my chapter, so that I could have ideas of my own during the book club. This way I could be autonomous, not having to take for granted everything that somebody else says during the book club. Though I was a bit skeptical about the project from the beginning, when I asked myself why I was doing this, I was able to realize that this was a good way to express my opinion and listen to others to obtain a deeper understanding of the material. By accepting this, I was able to work autonomously. When the book club changed from a class discussion to a group discussion, I had to change my approach from a general approach to a more specific one. I had known that it was probable that the class didn't know much about our chapter, so I'd focused on the broader themes so that they could relate. Now I could focus on specific examples and ideas. I had to work independently, as did all my group members, because though we did focus on specific aspects of the chapter, we wanted more freedom in the discussion to discuss interesting points or ideas we had rather than follow script, so that this allowed more room for autonomy so that our decisions on the chapter didn't affect each other's ideas as much before we held the book club. During the book club, we had our chance to talk about what we thought of the chapter, and in hearing other people's ideas, I was able to expand my own understanding, gaining different perspectives on the novel and coming up with new ideas of my own. Some ideas I accepted while others I may not have completely agreed with, but this was part of being autonomous, to decide for myself what to believe in. Also, the freedom to speak and express my ideas within the book club required me to be independent. In other words, I had to contribute on my own without depending much on others in order for the book club to be successful. All in all, it was a wonderfully innovative experience, and I was able to see the novel from a whole spectrum of different angles. There wasn't much participation from the class during the other group's presentations, though, so that may be an area to improve on. The book club idea can be applied in any other field of study in order to discuss and analyze any particular work to gain a more thorough understanding of it. It allows for one to be autonomous because it leaves room for people to think about things on their own, and at the same time allow for people to contribute independently the ideas they'd like to share. Finally, it is a good way of improving on socializing skills and just plain fun to get together with friends and